Good morning. Whenever you are joining me in whatever part of the country you are in at this very moment, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Welcome. Please share, please tag, and please like. Let someone know that Pastor Lysandra Brooks, aka your girl Lala, is on this morning. Greetings to you. I hope you all had a phenomenal weekend. Just wanted to come on with some motivation on this motivational Monday to get you up, to get you pumped, to get you primed, to get you in gear, to get you building, to get you up out of bed, to get you up out of your head and to start building. Consistency. We've heard the statement that consistency is key. Consistency is key. And trust me, consistency is powerful. It is the key to getting to the finish line. It is the key to establishing whatever you are working on. It is the key to get you the results and to get you to the goals that you desire. But it requires for us to show up. It requires for us to do the work. It requires us to be present and even put in some sweat equity, some time, some heartache, some pain. Sometimes it may cause us a little bit of struggle. It may be a little bit cause us a little bit of tension that may be involved, but yet we know what our why is. We know the results that we are expecting and that we want to have at the appointed time, or the desired time that we want to have them. But we got to put the work in. Consistency helps us to reach our goals. Consistency helps that thing that we're believing and desire to be established, to be settled, to yield the results that we want. So, as with anything, in order for it to be established, we got to work on it. We got to build it. And I often refer to building a house. Building, you got to start with the foundation. What's up here? What the Lord has given you? What's in your mind that you want to accomplish, that you want to achieve? It could be various things. It could be personal goals that you may have. You may have fitness goals, health goals, financial goals, relationship goals, career goals. Whatever your goals are, set your focus, pull them out of your head, put them down on the paper. You are the architect of your life. You are the architect of your life. As God being the head of you, you are still the orchestrator and the architect of your life. He brings it all together. He brings it into fruition. He's the one that will cause it to ultimately be established. But because we are vessels in the earth, God is not going to come down from the heavens. He's not, the Most High is not going to come down in the earth and build it for you. He puts the dream in you. He puts the desire in you. He gives you the thoughts, and you are expected to act upon it. You're the one that have to take the reins. You're the architect that's going to sculpt out, write out, script out whatever he's placed on the inside of you and cause it to come into fruition in the natural. Yes, we work in the spirit and we work in the natural. We know that, but we have to do some things to bring it into fruition, to bring it into existence, whether it be relationships, whether it be our dreams, whether it be career, again, our health, our finances, whatever it might be, whatever goals you set, you still got to come up with your routine. We develop a routine of sorts in order to make it come into reality. It's again like building a house. Have you ever, let me drop this here. Have you ever seen someone start building on a house and they get the structure erected, where they have the boards up, the framework up on the house, and then for some reason, for lack of funding or whatever reason, they stop building? Now you have your structure, your foundation, and you have your framework that is framed up and is ready for everything else, but the work stops. And if it stops for a long period of time, guess what? Your frame begins to rot. Your frame begins to be affected by the outside elements, because there's no covering, there is no work, there's no consistency there's no movement. So when we know there's no movement, things become stagnant. So I want to simply encourage us to be consistent. If you have not started to build, start to build. And if you started the build, complete the build, complete the work. For he had began a good work in us. We need to, the thing that we began, we need to be consistent and follow through. It's called being consistent and having follow through. Yes, we might be moving a little slow. We might be milling a little slow. We might be in slow motion sometimes, and we might even get stopped for a bit. We might have to get that inspection, the inspector to come and do some inspecting before we can move on. But the goal is to be consistent, to show up every single moment when you don't feel like picking up the hammer, when you don't feel like lifting up a prayer, when you don't feel like lifting up a praise, when you don't feel like putting on your working clothes, when you don't feel like going out into the environment in the society and doing the things that's going to cause you to network to get to where you need to get. It's called networking for a reason. We're building something, we're erecting something, we're structuring that we have the structure, erecting a structure in our lives, no matter how that may be. If it's financial, start putting some coins away. Start working on your finances. Start working on your credit. You got to start somewhere, but even in that, don't stop. Sometimes we put, and I know I'm guilty of putting money that goes directly out of my check into a savings account. And after a few moments, if I need something, I can pull it out. That is not building a strong foundation. I need to learn how to number one, to be able to manage my finances and to be able to be disciplined enough to know that when the wind may blow or that hard time may come, I still got to leave that money in my savings account, because I'm building something. I'm building my finances because there's a goal. And if you attach a goal to it and say, I want to have $500 saved by the end of the year, you are able to go back and you're able to look at your account and you're able to look at your records and you're able to see where you are. This is now, we're in February. So you know what you need to do from February to the end of December in order to reach your goals. So that's going to require you to, however you choose to do it, however you have it set up, to put money in your account every week or once a month. However you choose to do it to reach your goal, as long as you have that $500 or whatever you set for yourself by the end of December. This is Lasandra Brooks, aka your girl Lala, just the queen of conquering, coming on to help you and to remind you to always be your authentic self. Quitting is never an option. You are a woman, you are a man, you are an individual with purpose. You can go forth and conquer today. Know that you're consistent. Be consistent throughout this time of year, throughout whatever's going on in your life. Consistency is key. Consistency is paramount. If we want to reach our goals, if we want to be successful and have that thing established in our lives, we must be consistent. We must remain on the job. We must show up to the job that's been constructed, and to be constructed and be the constructor and be the builder of our lives and what it is that we want to see for us. We got to show up. We got to be accountable. We got to put our hands to the plow, and we have to work. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm simply here to help you to recognize what is trying to conquer you, help you to release what is trying to conquer you, helping you to rise above what is trying to conquer you and conquer me and build. So go, if God called you to it, go ahead and build it. If you haven't started it, start it. If you started it and dropped it, pick it up again. It's time to get the job done. Love you all. Have a conquering day. Until Wednesday, I will see you. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.